Welcome back to the Dice Dragons Guild.
Where Bigfoot is real.
In this hall, we unite under one banner. Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Oh.
It was a flat 10.
Right, dude.
Again, I think we did that twice already.
That's right.
When last we left off, you were standing over the broken body of a monstrosity, the likes of which none of you have ever seen. Two fly-like creatures, the size of humans with multiple eyes and numerous multi-jointed arms, seemingly attracted by the bright light that shone at the beautifully dramatic hatching of Eldon's egg just before dawn. Theratrix, a small iridescent dragon bonded to Eldon, made its appearance after his ritual finally completed under the light of the unicorn constellation. Standing under the treehouse of Krion Stardrifter, you all catch your breath. So much has happened so quickly, including Kethra, apparently prophesizing and passing out. Now, having come to, looking up at all of you, she says, What did I miss?
What did you say?
She looks at you.
She's gonna say it again and pass out.
And there's a moment where she's kind of like studying your face a little bit. And then she says, Look to the starlight. Okay. For they hold the key to unlocking what was lost. Follow the one who shines brightest. For they hold the key to your past. And as she completes saying that, you see the form of Krion Stardrifter and Kaylin and Gerard, their forms coming out from underneath the tree.
I'm just gonna ask her what that means.
Krion looks at all of you and he says, I know you. Sage of the Second Sight. He looks at Kethra, who just kind of looks at him back. He looks at you, Kai. He says, Blade of the Black Wings. And he's kind of got a little bit of a smile as he's looking at each of you. Iolite, he turns, Star Weaver of the Divine Shard. Eldon, he looks at you and says, and also looks over at Theratrix, Guardian of the Fractured Spirit. And then he finally rests his eyes on Ayla and is quiet for a moment as you're all looking at him.
You are nobody.
You're like Ray.
And he says, Horned Seeker, not yet redeemed.
That doesn't sound nearly as cool as everyone else.
It's because you're not yet redeemed.
For what? What did I do?
That's a good question.
What did you do?
What did you do?
I don't know.
What was,
Star Weaver of the Divine Shard.
Kai, what were you?
Blade of the Black Wings.
Blade of the Black what?
Wings.
And Kethra's what?
Sage of Second Sight.
Yeah, everyone has cooler things than you.
Yours is cryptic, though.
Mine sounds accusing. Everyone else sounds like a hero.
He's just subtly racist enough to not let he doesn't give you a.
I am so gonna have to rewrite these because I already can't read them.
Dude, Guardian of the Fractured Spirit.
You are all important to one another. Though you may not yet understand.
No, I am totally lost. I don't understand what is going on tonight at all.
He steps over to one of the creatures and just kind of kneels down, and then you can see him starting to inspect it. And Kaylin steps forward. It's like, I don't know if I should feel good or bad that I don't have a cool name. That was horrible. That was really horrible. She steps over to, like, not as close as Krion is, where he's, like, poking at it and, like, lifting up limbs and looking at the creature, but she's kind of looking over his shoulder. And Krion, again, looks up at her just glances up before going back down and just says, "This was not your fight."
But it is ours. So the stars say.
Yes.
Okay.
Asked and answered.
And do the stars have a direction for us to go next?
Yes. And you can see that the dawn has started. So, like, as they were coming through, is that just the end of your shift, basically? Like, that twilight was breaking, and now you can see the light from the woven suns is beginning to brighten the sky just ever so slightly. You're still in the midst of the jungle, so you can't see very clearly, but it is morning. He is still moving pieces.
Do the words, and he'll recite the thing that Kethra said about the star that shines brightest. Does that mean anything to you?
He doesn't look at you, just continues with what he's doing and says, "No."
I assume that means nothing to anyone else then.
Kethra just looks at you and is like, "Sorry, I just said them. I don't know what they mean. I don't even know where it came from."
Remembering that Iolite, they had spoken yesterday? Last night, I think? Remember you were looking through, writing down in your book?
Yeah, it was the evening before.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's been so long since we played last.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you about stars that are brightest? Which stars in the sky would be brightest?
Well, does that mean anything to me? I don't think so.
There are very bright stars. There isn't necessarily one that shines the brightest. There is a star that shines as part of the unicorn constellation, but there is no single star in the sky that shines brighter than all the others. The star that shines brightest, if anything, reminds you of Yol. So if you were to consider the woven sun's stars, somehow Yol, despite being smaller, is brighter than Ina. That's really the brightest star in your sky.
I told you that.
How would we follow the brightest star? I don't understand.
Krion, again, you hear like a crack, and he like has cracked one of the limbs and is like looking at the the stuff that kind of comes out. He's just like
He's gonna
inspecting
slip it
this
like
body.
A crab leg.
No.
He snap.
He does crack it like a crab leg, but he does not bring it to his mouth. He just, without looking at any of you again, and Gerard is kind of pacing around the body, he just says, "That is for the Horned Seeker to discover."
Oh, great.
It will mean nothing to all but her.
How can you be so sure that we are who you think we are?
I have seen you. I know you.
Seen us where?
Up there. He looks up into the sky and then back down. You all must work together as you did this night, if you are to succeed.
This night did almost not go well.
But it did go well. You worked together.
We didn't do so bad.
Didn't do so bad. I mean,
For yourselves.
Ayla lost consciousness.
I'm not
We're-
dead.
We're alive, and that's what matters. All of us
That
are
thing
alive.
touched me and bit me.
I think it's going to happen a lot more than we want it to. If this is what our fight.
When you say that it touched you and bit you, Krion stands up and walks over. Where is your injury?
Where did it bite and slash? Did it bite me or slash me? I
It
don't
clawed.
know.
It clawed at you. Yeah, it didn't bite you, but
Right here.
he takes your arm, just very gently, like holds it up and just kind of has you move your arm like this, just so he can see the light, and then just nods. It is not infected.
Oh, well, that is reassuring.
Do those type of wounds usually get infected? What do you mean by that? Regular infection, or
I have seen variety of unusual creatures since the monkeys went quiet. Some injuries are more dangerous than others.
And what about hers?
He goes over and just kind of takes a look.
little kid
Like all over the place.
Here and here and here and here.
Did you give a potion or you healed with healing
I used
word?
healing word.
So,
And then you used a potion on yourself.
No, I
think.
only used healing word on myself.
Oh, okay.
he looks at your wounds mostly like starting to heal a little bit faster than normal. You are all right.
Is there something we should look out for with injuries?
Just try not to get too close to any of them.
That is my policy in life. Can you point us where we need to go? The monkeys? Is this still what we are doing, or is that a futile cause at this point?
No, I cannot point you. I must bring you myself.
Oh, well, that is a better answer than I expected.
That's reassuring. Thank you.
He nods very slightly. And Kaylin says, hey, so I don't really want to deal with any of that.
Hit the old dusty trail.
I got yeah, places to go.
I can't, I don't really want to go with you. That was horrible, and I don't think I'm cut out. I mean, I'm a hunter, but I don't really want to head back by myself either, though, so I'm kind of in a tough spot. And Krion looks at her very quickly and just says, Gerard will wait with you. I will return. I can bring you back to the main road after we discover what has happened to the Langurs. And Kaylin's like, yeah, that would be great. That'd be great. She kind of looks over at one of the dead bodies and just, yep, doesn't want to look at it anymore. So I just like go up into your house, or like you want me to stay down here? And he doesn't answer for a moment, just kind of staring at her. Says, "You are welcome in my home." And she's like, okay. I hope you all understand. I'm really not cut out for whatever the fuck that was.
And you think I am? I envy you not having to have to go and get bitten more.
I mean, you can stay with me.
I do not think the Lion Man will allow me to do that.
He looks at you and he says, "I cannot stop you. However, you would be breaking the bond. It would lead to failure."
Look at Iolite. Well, I suppose I cannot break the bond. Very well.
What are we? Chopped fucking lover? You've been more than helpful, Kaylin. Thank you, and good travels on your way home.
Thanks. I don't know if you're going to go back to Balstead after you go to the sanctuary, but or if you'll just head straight to Mosswick from there. But if I don't see you, yeah. Good luck.
You have been a great leader through the jungles.
Thanks. I pride myself on it, so
We hope to cross paths again.
yeah, same. All right. Well, you keep up with that dancing. And I will see you when you, I don't know, get back here, if you come back this way. All right. She heads over to the tree and starts climbing up the steps. Krion
Goodbyes are always awkward.
looks at Gerard and then just gets down on one knee, and then it, nuzzles against his head. And then Gerard, bounds up the tree, up into the treehouse. Krion looks at you. Ready.
Gather up our sleeping bags and whatnot.
So you begin to head, actually, as you turn around and begin to walk in the back of where the tree is.
Do we leave immediately, or with the talking and everything, would that be enough time to constitute a short rest?
So that wouldn't be enough, but you can take a short rest if you all want.
Yeah, Eldon wants to bury the remains of that egg.
Okay. Actually, the egg's gone.
Oh, like
It collapsed in on
Oh,
itself.
I
and
thought
then,
you meant instead of hatching outward, just
no,
sunk.
it cracked and
Okay.
collapsed, and then when you looked back, in its place was the dragon.
Like a reality break?
Yep, I got you now. I just misinterpreted the words. That's all.
I thought you were going to try to bury those things. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Oh,
It's a
no,
nasty
fuck those
creature.
things. Nope, fuck those things.
Maybe
Leave them for the
burying
worms.
them will let the others know that we're not bad.
Are you going to take a short rest, or are you heading out right
I
away?
mean, if
Yeah.
we're allowed a short rest, we took a licking on that one.
Yeah, roll
Yeah,
some
you
hit
can take a
die,
short
do whatever you
rest.
gotta do.
Everything is up to you.
All right.
Do we keep the temporary hit points on a short rest?
I believe so.
Oh, I will do a my thing to give everybody more things. Where is it?
Ooh.
Where the hell is it?
I'm so dumb about how hit dice work. Every time I forget what I do.
So you have. Oh, you mean on this?
Like what? How do
So
I?
you have 3 hit dice that you can use if you Does D&D Beyond roll it for you?
If you click on them, it'll automatically
So
roll it.
you have 3 that you can use.
Mm-hmm.
If you use all 3 of them now, then you won't have any more for the rest of the day.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do a song of rest for everybody, so you'll be able to add an extra 1d6 if you're using 1 or more hit dice.
Yeah, so you can use as many
Okay.
as you want
Okay.
right now.
And
Do they
it's
reset like long rest? Or
Yes.
something?
after a
Okay.
long rest?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
your con mod plus the dice roll.
But if you click it, it'll automatically do it.
Okay.
And so do a little healing dance.
And
for
then you can
everybody.
add
And an
your
extra
D6,
D6.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which you can just roll. You all, with exhaustion, still have the exhaustion until a long rest. But you don't need to mark it in D&D Beyond.
Oh, geez. I actually don't need the whole d6, but I figure some other people got some injuries, so that
Yeah.
extra.
I like when I fucking gave you that power to make your sword even like more strong. That like fire.
Oh, with the
What, the
with the
dragon?
Drake.
So,
I
you...
don't know why it popped into my head just now. It just did.
Cryon goes up, if you all are resting, he goes up into his little house there and gathers some things, and then once you're ready to go, he comes back down and you head out. Oh, just before you head out, he will turn to that thick strip of slime that is like trailing behind his home, and he just says, "Step over. Do not touch this."
We seen this yesterday in another spot. I can't point to which direction it was.
What I
that
was
way.
thinking.
D6,
That's
Do
just use add that to your healing, so you can. Yeah, it's
Not temp, like right.
not temp. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What causes it?
I do not know.
You haven't seen it. Okay.
It is rot and best not touched.
Yes, sir.
He steps over it, and you head off into the jungle.
Gonna have Theratrix like flying,
Okay.
like just above us, above me, like. You can.
I'm gonna lean over to Ayla and looking up at Theratrix and say, is that one with us?
Ah, yes. You missed that he is now the mother of dragons.
Do I hear that?
Probably.
He hatched an egg while you were in there.
Wow, it was an eventful night.
It was. Was it for you? I mean, you were in there for quite a long time.
Was I? It didn't feel like a long time.
It was a few hours, right?
It was all night.
Yes,
Oh.
it was all night. The sun is coming up.
Yeah. No, I guess it was.
What happened?
Well, we talked a little, and he taught me something new. And I guess we were meditating, and I kind of just lost track of the time.
Did you have anything to do with the bright stars in the sky last night?
Maybe.
Very good. Very good. Well, I hope it will come in handy wherever we are going.
Me too.
Because apparently I need to look at the starlight and find the brightest one to follow. And I have no idea what that means or what has been lost.
Look to the starlight.
Yes, that's what I said. Look to it. Do you see what I wrote? it is very hard to read.
Well, I don't know what that means now, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Or you will. It sounds like you have to. But you're really smart.
I only pretend to be.
All right. I'm going to have somebody roll a d6 as you head off into a direction. Whoever wants to roll.
Who's gonna be first?
I'll roll. 4.
Okay.
Sorry, nobody else did, so I just.
I was about to.
Oh,
Well, you can roll a D100 if you'd like.
That's what I didn't want to do. Literally, I was going to say, as long as I don't have to roll a D100. So, here, roll it. I saw the thing, actually, my daughter Jen saw that. Boom. She showed me. She was like, big chunk.
41.
And it's like, what? And she showed me
The big chunk roll.
the short of me rolling.
What did you get?
41.
41. The high wind that you had to deal with the other day
Jesus.
Yeah.
seems
I feel like that little kid was like, Jesus Christ.
seems to have calmed as you look up in the sky as the day progresses. The woven suns are shining brightly. You can't necessarily see them themselves, but you can see the brightness through the canopy. It seems like it's going to be a really nice day and one of those Yamari beautiful, joyful days.
I
And
hate this weather.
It is a beautiful day.
Kai's visibly sweating, and he's like taking his.
Oh, he's like, you're wearing like a big leather overcoat.
And Eldon's wearing like his ranger gear, but with like a big, heavy, fucking brown cape thing.
Kai's just multiple times a day predigitation just to freshen himself
This
up.
one off.
yeah.
Eldon doesn't have that choice, so he's just grabbing like his thing.
Kai recognizes that, let me tell you.
He's kind of mopping his face. He's used to discomfort, but it's usually of the colder variety.
Right. Or at least there's seasons.
Yeah.
But this is just
I can't move down south. I would just miss the seasons.
so you continue on as the day progresses. You kind of see there are moments where Krion almost he's instinctively kind of looking for Gerard, like those moments where there's always been probably his companion, so he keeps kind of looking down, and then there's like a moment of like, oh shit, he's not with me. As you're hacking through, Krion is able to bring you through with a little bit less violence than you were doing with Kaylin. He seems to have found certain ways of walking, and every once in a while just directs you to like, don't step over there. There's a trap there that I set up, and over here. You do at one point come across one of his traps that appears to have been set off, one of those vines that wraps around a leg or something and whips you up into the air. But it was cut, and it was the loop is gone. But whatever it pulled up into the tree has disappeared.
Does it look like it was cut by a knife or like gnawed by teeth?
Make a survival check.
We still have a negative.
Yep.
6.
Okay, yeah, you step over to it. He doesn't really inspect it once he sees it's cut or sliced in some way. He just keeps moving forward. You go up to it, you really can't tell. It's kind of frayed. Could have been cut by something, but also could have been not. It's a little hard to tell.
As we're walking, if the trees is there room for their trees to like kind of like flip back and forth?
Depending, some areas it's a little bit more dense, and other areas it's a little
He's
bit
gonna
more
be
open.
taking like I'll be taking like little pieces of like ration or whatever, like throwing it in the air so he like snatches it and like then comes back a little like piece, like little crackers or whatever. I don't even know if Theatrix has to eat, but it's just he's playing. He's doing it as a game.
Okay. Yeah, you all.
Let me ask you, does Theatrix here what is it? Is it a he, she, it, they?
He.
Will he grow into a full-size dragon? Or is this what he remains?
I'm not sure how big he'll get, but he won't be this size forever. Even drakes that keepers usually have get to pretty big size.
No, I see. Have you thought where you will be keeping him? A drake of any size is not typically something easily to travel with.
When you say that, he's gonna hiss. He's just gonna speak in Draconic. It's okay. It's okay. It's a dragon, not a drake. They don't Dragons don't like to be called drakes.
Apologies.
She does like steam up and over.
Yeah, exactly. There are ways to. Normally, I haven't done it yet, obviously, but to. The word they used is dismiss, but I wouldn't use that with Aerotrix. It sounds disrespectful. But you can transfer them from this world to the spiritual realm. And then summon them when needed.
That is very interesting and convenient. I have read of this in books. Some, at least, things similar.
I'd like to see that sometime. Those books. If we ever get back to wherever you live.
Yes, well, let's survive this first.
Yeah. Feel like flip up a little peanut or whatever.
Inviting himself to my home.
Heard that.
You all notice too that Kethra has been especially quiet. Every once in a while kind of looking at you, like you make eye contact and she's like looking at you, but then, you know, the impression that you get
Doing the like.
is there's like a confusion there as well. Like almost as if maybe looking at you she looked at you and she had a prophecy of some kind. Maybe she does it again, but just keeps fairly quiet as you're walking.
I'm still trying to process what she was saying, so I'm not going to ask her anything.
Right, anybody want to roll another D6?
We're going to do like a star.
6.
Star pattern.
Okay. You, walking through the jungles, it's a still bright sunny day here. And there is, let me see. No. Nope. One more second. I'm going to do one more roll.
Don't make eye contact.
Not it.
Okay. Eldon.
Oh, fuck.
Eeny,
Like a
meeny, miny, Eldon.
Got struck by lightning. Back in a stretching.
Does a 19 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Shit.
You take.
What the fuck?
No, you are grappled.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, he's paid too much attention to playing with Theratrix.
You're distracted by your new dragon.
Yeah, fuck.
You all walking along suddenly hear Eldon like cry out in like surprise as these long black spindly arms have wrapped around you. And you kind of look up and right above your head is that bulbous head of eyes as everyone you turn around and Eldon has been grappled by. It's called a Garden of Eyes is what this creature is called, but another one of those flying...
Don't repeat with
Don't,
the name.
I
Like,
don't like
Garden
that.
of
how did
Eyes.
the name make it that much creepier?
Don't like it.
Another
Oh.
creature has grappled with Eldon.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Dude, you were me last week.
And the one hit was a 6 and the other one was like a 24. So you take 5 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck me.
As everyone can put yourselves actually in the order that you would have been
Not good.
here. This is gone.
You said I took a 5.
Yes, 5 points of slashing damage so far.
Thank you for those temporary hit points.
The wisdom saving was what?
Oh, a 7.
Like a 5 or something?
say
it was low.
7 points of psychic damage.
7.
You are frightened.
Assume.
Yeah, we're definitely.
As you look up and are immediately, like, you had not gotten this close. You had not been that close, and suddenly you are. So I just need. Is this how you were? Okay.
Sure. What was I at the? I was at the head of the troop.
I mean, it
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
probably would make sense that you would be in the back, but
Yeah.
in this particular instance.
I thought you were a ranger.
I was playing with my dragon. How to train your dragon,
makes
bud.
So. You rolled a 6. And let me get a. I don't have a Leonin. I actually was making him in Forge. We'll go with this guy.
I've been bamboozled.
And let me start my battle music, which I had put away.
Damn it! I didn't get any spell slots back from that short rest.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
So this thing's like up in a tree?
No, it just kind of came out of nowhere in the bushes, and you guys
Oh
are
shit! I
hacking
rolled a
through
fucking
and
20 on my initiative. Okay.
Fuck me! These fucking rolls!
Didn't you roll a 20 on the last time? Are we matching? Oh,
It was a dirty.
not this time. No, single digits again.
No.
Nope. Double.
It's 10.
Hey, just made it.
Just made it. Would have been 11 if it wasn't for
If it
the
was a
1
death
point
save,
of
if it was
exhaustion.
if it was a death save, you would have made it.
Yeah, I mean, I will never complain about a 10.
I will.
Yeah, I'm lying there. I will complain about a 10.
We'll complain about anything and everything.
Yep, it's my right.
All right, 1 to 5.
That's me. I'm a 5. No, wait. I have a -2, so I am just a 3.
3. All right, we've got Iolite at 3. 5 to 10.
10.
9.
All right, and
23. I roll a nat 20 on the initiative, and then I get a +3.
whoops.
I wish I could have rolled a nat 20 on my attack, but you know, hey,
Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh, Kethra.
Kethra and the Leonin.
Yeah. All right, Kethra. Kethra's low.
I gotta stop drinking sodas. Again, dude.
Aren't you up?
I am. I'm not gonna go right now. But
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's about to go fill up that can.
All right, another.
if we were maybe driving or something, and I had to, I'd be so rude now.
You are up.
Okay. Well, he is obviously scared. Didn't have time to grab his bow or anything like that. So he's grabbed from behind.
Yes.
So his...
I mean, mechanically, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. Well, he's going to reach behind him. Like, he's going to put his, basically, like, his hands on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to reflexively cast magic missile
Okay.
directly into this thing.
Okay.
If anybody... Is anybody actually facing him at this point?
Everybody would have turned to see.
So then you would see his eyes would glow, and his the scales that are along like his hairline on the sides of his head, like how your hair basically is, like right here, he has like light, almost like greenish brownish scales that would like darken. They would become very, very visible, and he's gonna fire off the magic missile, which is 3d4 plus 1.
Mm-hmm. Got the magic missile dice if you want.
Yeah.
Adds it up for you.
Which one is that?
That white one, yeah.
This one? 5, 3, and 4. So that's 9. 10, 11, 12 plus 1? Or is that already...
It's already
That's
in there.
already added.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so is
Special
the...
magic
That's why
missile
it's
dice.
5 instead of
Oh,
4.
okay. Is the
Yeah.
plus 1 for each?
Each one.
Each one,
Alright,
yeah.
cool.
That's why the lowest on these
Is a
are
2.
is a 2.
Okay, so it was 9, 10, 11, 12.
All right.
So, yeah, and you'll see, like, when he does that, like, you actually see, like, smoke rising from his, like, hands when he's touching this thing. Like, pow. I can't move. Or can I roll to try to break the grapple?
No, that's that's your action.
Oh,
to do
okay.
that.
Something else happens when I do this.
You gotta roll
Do, yeah, due to the...
your D10, I believe.
Yeah, it's on my...
And then evens,
It's somewhere.
you get health and odds.
Yes.
You hurt.
Yep, I get a roll. Sorry, you know it more than me. Yeah, when you cast a spell with the aberrant mark, you can use one of your hit die and roll it as a d10. You're right. After you cast a even number or odd number. Yep. So.
So you all watch as this force comes shooting out of Eldon's hands as he yells up into the crazy eyes.
That's a 10. Right? 0 is 10 on this. Yep. So I had like move it in my hand. So yeah, if you roll an odd number. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's only happened. The damage effect only happens.
Yep.
Odd number. So yeah, so I gain that many temporary hit points equal to the number rolled.
Okay. As he yells out and it gets slammed, this creature does a little like squeal, but is still holding on. And
Forgot that happens with the aberrant dragon mark.
Theratrix.
Theratrix is going to swoop in and go for the bite attack.
Okay.
It's the 1d to do it. I am like fucking all discombobulated here. I can't grip these dice. That's I gotta roll for it to hit. It's a 7 plus 7 plus 5 is 12. I'm
All
assuming
right.
that's misses, right?
Yes, so it kind of swoops in, and one of the arms like smacks him a little bit, and he doesn't go flying out of the way, but he definitely gets hit and has
Imagine
to.
it falls like in remember Duck Hunt. You hit the duck and
All right, it is now the creature's turn.
yeah, fuck.
It is going to do its multi-attack on you. So 3.
Not related. I was nodding.
Hey, good thing you got those 10 temporary HP, right?
Yeah.
So 2 14s and a nat 20.
I'm
Oh,
going to, as a reaction, do silvery barbs.
Okay.
So it has to re-roll and use the lower roll.
So there were 3 attacks. Which one are you doing? First, second, or third?
The nat 20.
Thank you.
You can't choose. I rolled them all at the same time, so it would have been one, then the next, then the next. I know what order I rolled them in, but which attack did you?
Oh.
She just wants to murk me.
Middle?
Okay.
That
was the nat 20.
Good call. Good call.
I-
I'm gonna take a more in celebration for that.
I then take that power from it, give it to you, so that
Wait, hold on, because it did hit still.
Right, but this is also part. It doesn't matter whether it hit or.
Okay.
He will get advantage on his next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within the next minute.
Okay.
Good. Wow, that's
It
cool.
was a
Silvery
21
barbs.
to hit.
Silvery barbs is a nice.
And that was a reaction too. Holy shit. That's cool.
So wait a minute, did you just get hit by all 3? Still? But you still got hit by all 3, right?
No, he only got hit by 1. It was 14.
Yeah, his AC is 14.
I'm a 14.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
probably going down.
Okay. I thought you had a higher AC for some reason.
But at least it's not the
Yeah,
crit
my
now.
Drake does. Dragon.
Okay, gotcha.
Fire first. When I get one of those little like
Is this you or the dragon?
4 points of slashing, followed by 7 points of slashing, followed by 4 more points of slashing. As it kind of tears into you with the extra limbs that come out from the side, you are already... Okay, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
No, it's a plus
Wisdom
one.
is a plus 1.
That was in the middle, but it's either a 3 or a 16. I'm gonna call it on the 3.
You have advantage.
Oh.
But you only have it once for any attack, saving, or skill. So use it wisely.
Nat 20?
Yes!
High 5, yeah. Ayla coming through.
So you take only 5 points of
Jesus.
psychic damage as a result of that nat 20. And Eldon is just kind of like,
Getting-
"Ah!"
He's
This
getting
thing-
fucked up. My max is 34. I had 44 hit points because of that D10. I am like half my max now.
The smell
that
that's
fucked
coming
me
from
up so
this.
hard.
No, less than half.
Everything.
Less than half, technically, yes. Less than
Everything about being this close to this creature is horrific. Next up we have Kai.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't expecting that, huh?
roll.
No, I only rolled a 10. I was...
Cryon turns around.
Alright, now I need to
They're the
pay.
chosen ones. I will let them handle this.
I can go 35, so I think I have just enough movement to get behind it.
Yeah, you should.
Alright, so Kai is gonna basically, he's gonna just go around, get behind it, take out Bloodletter Shadow, bonus action, Hexblade's Curse
Okay.
onto, what was it, the Eye Forest?
Garden of Ice.
Ooh, it's worse.
And I will attempt to run it through. That's a 15 to hit. No, I'm sorry. That's a 14.
That just hits.
Oh, yes.
Just barely.
Yeah, we're all still rolling negative.
I forgot the minus one. All right, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. This will just be all piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like run it through, like kind of like butter. It just slides in, and there's a squeal.
That's all I can do. That's bonus action and all of my movement. So, hang on there, Eldon.
Ayla.
I am going to. I'm going to do my Mantle of Inspiration again. Cha cha cha. So, Eldon, Iolite, and myself have +5 temporary hit points,
Okay.
and then I'm going to insult this thing.
All right.
Let's generate an insult. That's a stupid one. Alright, this is a really dumb one. If you were any more inbred, you'd be a sandwich.
Okay.
These aren't insults. These are just dad jokes. I mean,
All right. Is that a save?
Yeah, 13.
13 what?
Wisdom.
That is. It has advantage, but it rolled a 17 and a 3. So, does it take half damage? Is it a cantrip? What did you
It's
just
a cantrip.
Oh,
It's
no,
suspicious
no damage
mockery,
then.
yeah, so.
All right. So
was a
you-
waste.
You turn around and yell that as Eldon is. Somewhere
You're a fucking sandwich!
you got 5 temp HP.
I think you already have 10 though. No? Or did it
No,
get-
no,
it
those
got
don't work
bowled
through
away? Gotcha.
immediately on your first hit.
Gotcha. All right. Anything else, Ayla? Are you moving? Are you staying put? Are you?
I'm gonna take a step backwards.
Give me the 5.
Okay.
Was it Ayla? Give me the 5. Damn, Ayla coming through.
All right,
Doing the shit. I
Iolite.
almost just put 50.
Well, if it failed its save, you would have had disadvantage on its next attack on you. But it's too smart.
I think
Why did it not?
I would like to do Starry Form, bonus
Okay.
action Starry Form. I'm gonna do the Archer,
Okay.
and I'm also gonna so that I get to attack also
Okay.
when I do that. It's 1d.
You will- We'll pay homage to our Vidania.
Do the Archer.
Never forgotten. We love you.
Even though you'll never watch this.
No.
Bring back the boobs.
That's a 3. No, that's not gonna hit. I roll is a 3 on the dice, so I know it's not going to end up hitting.
Okay.
Well, I've been rolling to hit like shit too.
And then that was my bonus action. For my action, I'd like to do frostbite
Okay.
cantrip, which is a con save.
Okay.
12. It's a 1.
All right. So how much damage?
That is
This galactic form with the pinpoints of the constellations lets loose the arrow. It kind of goes wide, but then follows up with a
frost. It is 6 points, and it also has disadvantage on its next attack.
okay.
It's cold damage.
Thank you.
All right. Is that all? Anything else? Any
Yeah.
movement or?
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. It is now Kethra's turn. She's feeling still a little bit out of it, but
I don't even know what I should do.
she's going to. What is Kethra going to do? She's going to take a step back, like away where Krion is, looking at him. And I should have pulled this up earlier. She's just going to quickly produce flame at the creature. Shoot him. Alright. I'll say she moved forward and move back if she needed to. That does not hit. So that was a 7 on the die. So she throws out the flame, just kind of stepping back, feeling not as confident today. That is going to be her turn. Then we've got Krion, who he is going to cast as a bonus action. He is going to Misty Step. So he and then appears right here. And with his he pulls out 2 daggers, and he is going to attack the creature. That hits, and that also hits. D4, 2d4. And as he's doing it, he kind of like lets out these deep roars, like his lion roars, just as he goes. And that was 10 points of piercing damage. As he hits this thing, though, like his strikes seem to they sink in, but not as much as you would expect. And it is now Eldon.
To attempt to break the grapple would be my action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try. How's the thing looking, actually?
It's looking pretty hurt, like based off of what you saw before. It's got like limbs missing and it's looking nasty.
Okay, that would be what, a...
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Does the flanking bonus apply to trying to break a grapple?
No.
Does it have disadvantage on this because of...
No.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. That was an 8 plus 5. Doesn't... Acrobatics or athletics are the same. 8. That's what, 13?
It rolled a 2.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
So you just kind of like tear yourself free of this creature and are able to run, turn around, whatever you'd like.
Yeah, he's gonna he's gonna cast as a bonus action. He'll cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
I'm so used to not you saying that.
Yeah. Right. So until it ends, I don't provoke opportunity attacks. So
Okay.
he's gonna hop backward a solid distance and recover a little bit more, probably equal with Ayla. Yeah. Who's right behind me? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's movement, action, bonus action.
Eldon?
Yep.
Alright, it is this creature's turn. It is going to, let's see.
Sorry, I didn't get to move the Theratrix.
Oh, right.
Do they have flanking or no? Them two?
No, you guys
He'll
are.
move. He's gonna move. So.
Okay.
So whoever does.
Does
Alright.
he not get to attack?
I can only command him as a bonus action to attack. So, and I use my bonus action for Zephyr Strike.
Hey, protect your
Alright.
daddy!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Alright, it's going to
So it
move
takes
over.
the dodge action, right?
Yeah, I can take the dodge action.
Well, no, I mean, because it still gets a turn, even though it can't attack.
If you don't tell it to do something, then it gets the dodge.
No,
It automatically dodges.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
automatically.
I thought that only happened if I was incapacitated. By the way, I read it.
No, when
I
you're
think if you don't give it
incapacitated,
a-
It can do whatever it
what
wants.
Yeah.
right?
So,
These two know my subclass better than I do.
so it's going to attack Krion with yeah. So that is gonna hit. 1 hit.
Great, our guide is gonna die.
So first it grapples it. That's its first move every time.
Cradle is dying. Where are we supposed to go?
Just give us a general idea of what direction you were going to lead us in.
Alright, so Krion is grappled,
Down, use.
and now it's going to attack twice.
Long live the king.
First one misses, and the second one, I should memorize.
I was in the bathroom. I should have.
Oh, definitely hits.
I was in
Okay,
the bathroom, so I
it is going to attack with a claw, which hit. It does 4 points of slashing damage to Krion, who is grappled. And then that is all it can do, actually. So next up is Kai.
All right. Well, we'll talk after.
So Kai will take flanking and yell at Krion, try and get back. We need you in order to go forward. So with the flanking, yeah, it's like a 19, I think.
Yep, that hits.
Right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage.
12 points.
Theratrix will use his reaction to add a d6 to that. This is a d8, d4. What's a d6?
No, that's a D6.
Yeah, thank you. I was sitting there. Sorry, I only saw the 4, so I
It's
immediately.
because they're also all kind of round.
4 points of fire damage.
Okay, you describe the killing blow, please, as you destroy
Make
this
sure you say
creature.
thank you to Theratrix on that.
Oh no, it's gonna be a combination as Kai, because they're behind them, is going to stick them in the back. So as they lean back, they're just gonna go right underneath the big, massive eyes into somewhere near its neck area.
You're
So
just
that
like,
the fire
like-
causes the eyes to pop.
and it.
Yeah, we're going there.
I was gonna
We're
say-
going
That
there.
happens.
Hey, if she's gonna get nasty with these creatures, we get to get nasty with
That's
them.
right.
The eyes start popping and sizzling, little bits of smoke coming out, and it like loosens its grip on Krion and turns around and also starts just like stabbing with the dagger to make sure. And
And then I started stabbing.
and this creature drops, slumps to the ground.
2 of my cantrips are useless in combat.
Remember that next level because you get another cantrip.
Many months from now.
So it gets quiet once again in the jungle as you have fought yet another one of these creatures. Krion looks down at the small scratch that he got from the claw and just kind of wipes it and then looks at all of you. We should hurry.
You lead the way.
It is getting worse.
Yeah, we should go.
I hate to say that. I enjoyed it more when it was just the pigs.
There are plenty of those still around.
Yeah, let's not stick around to see him. It's all fucked up.
Are you all right? Do you need a moment?
No. He's gonna pull a potion out of his. I think I have one.
You also have a good berry.
Isn't that 1 point?
Does that matter?
I have 2 potions of healing. He's gonna take 1.
Okay.
So, just go.
You get max because you're taking it out of.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
If you want to take it out of combat.
So that's
10. Yep.
Nice. I like this roll.
So Krion just, gently pats you on the back and then begins heading on.
He's gonna keep Theratrix on his shoulder now, instead of flying around playing with him.
Everyone, stay on alert. That one snuck up on us.
I would like to be extra vigilant as we're walking now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kai's gonna keep detect magic up now as they're walking.
Okay.
And Eldon's gonna tell Theratrix to keep a weather eye out with his sniffer to make sure, because you said that he could smell what these things were like, so he could remember when we had killed the other 2.
Yeah, he was just kind of like sniffing it just to. Everything's new.
Oh, okay.
So.
Told him to keep an extra.
He's only
set of
like
eyes
4
out.
hours old.
He got beat up. He just got smacked out of the air. Like a fucking bug. Just whap.
Theratrix, actually, in your mind, you hear him say, "This is all very new to me, but I am enjoying it, despite its unsettling nature."
Yeah, it's new to me too, but I can't say I'm enjoying it quite as much. He's gonna wear those things stabbed him and shit.
Does he respond mentally, or does he say that out loud?
We'll say it in his head. Good call.
His words is all long. It's new to me too.
Oh, undoubtedly, there's gonna be some times where he's talking out loud, where you guys are like, "What the fuck? What's he saying?"
Who's he talking to?
Krion walks by Kethra and again just does a pat on the shoulder, and then she turns and you all begin to walk through the jungles.
Warming up to us, getting all feely.
Is he gonna start doing the purring thing when he rubs on your legs?
Yeah, he walks by us. He's like,
No. If a big cat is large enough to roar, they don't purr. That's the cutoff. If they roar, they can't purr.
Is that why cheetahs purr?
Cheetahs don't roar. That's why they purr.
Fun fact of the day.
Cat facts with Pat.
cat.
I like the idea that he would just say that in character in the game.
Totally would.
Krion just
You guys
looks
know.
at
He's like, I know why you roar. And
Crion's
why
like,
you purr."
I didn't know that.
Come to think of it, I never
He's just
have
trying.
heard.
Now he
He's
starts
trying
trying to purr.
No, he's like,
He's like going. He's going
trying to purr.
like that.
You
That sound
know
the cat
you're
makes
right.
before they throw up.
Does he, like
Does
a
he
cat, have to lick himself clean?
Not in our presence.
Well, because I love the idea of him being a total stoic badass, but as soon as he's in his little house, he's just like,
I think there was what the fuck's that show?
Just real-
Stupid Robot, whatever the hell, Seth Green's show with the toys.
Robot chicken.
Robot Chicken. It was like they had the Thundercats and they defeated the bad guy and they all sat on rocks and started licking themselves.
or instead of just drinking water, he just does that the tongue grab thing.
So you continue through. I'll have one more d6 roll as
I guess it's my turn.
He brings you through hacking and slashing in some cases, but also just walking through the jungle.
4.
A 4. Roll a D100, someone.
Who didn't before?
I already did it.
Jeez.
Oh,
Doesn't count.
Forgot how heavy this thing
Yeah,
is.
it's like, oh.
Don't break it.
What?
Don't break
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna
Don't
say,
break it.
I'm
Roll it out.
not gonna drop it in there because it's gonna send everything else flying.
Oh, wow. I got a, what, at 41?
Yeah.
All right, There's no change. It gets a little bit warmer as the day goes, but the weather stays steady. Yeah, a couple degrees more. Krion doesn't seem to be bothered by it as you go, but the hours go by, and you see. You can always hear the birds, and you constantly are seeing different types of like bugs and insects flying around. There's colors everywhere, no matter where. Like there's this vibrant green that is surrounding you as you go, but everywhere there's also smatterings of different colors, different beautiful flowers, purple bursts out in. He doesn't remember that he named a flower purple. There was no reaction. Yeah. All of these different flowers out there. You can see hummingbirds, like some of the larger ones that freak you out every once in a while. You hear like a buzz and you're like, oh, but that's one of the hummingbirds coming in for some nectar. Krion seems to be leading you around what would be hazards, probably, if you were on your own. You pass some large ravine that you walk parallel to, but like looking down, you can see there's like a little trickle of water that runs along the bottom of it. And eventually he stops you, and he turns around to look at you all. I would, of course, under other circumstances, not be bringing you to this sanctuary. The monkeys did not seem to allow visitors. Should we find them, should you find them, and bring them back, or discover their fate, I trust that you will not bring others where I have brought you.
This will remain a secret. We promise you this.
He turns and you walk following him for another 10 minutes or so before he pushes eventually some thick like undergrowth away. And when he does, you can see beyond him this beautiful sanctuary. It is multiple trees reaching up into the sky. What you notice when you're approaching it is like it's not obvious that you're headed into someplace new. There's a lot of vines hanging down. It just looks like another part of the jungle. But as he pulls away this canopy, this kind of curtain, and you head in, you can see these like towering bamboo groves, this lush greenery all around. You also see like up in the trees these wooden bridges that appear to have been constructed by someone. Not sure who.
Are they monkey-sized?
They are. Like, they're small wooden bridges. There's also like vines that have been connected from trees to trees. There's like a home in the trees here.
It's like a tiny Kashyyyk.
I was thinking Ewoks.
Yeah, as you come through, it's not like that there's houses per se. Like, it's more like there's nests for these monkeys, but there's areas for them to easily traverse across. Like, it has been made by them, made by someone else. This is where they live, and it's kind of enclosed not in any kind of solid structure around. It's still just hanging vines and greenery. It is enclosed and protected. But as you move inside of it, you actually notice, and Ayla, you would notice this first, that the sounds of the jungle begin to fade away. And once Krion closes the curtain behind everyone, you can no longer hear the sounds of the jungle. And all you hear is like the occasional rustle of leaves and this faint hum of insects. And looking around, you immediately feel like heavy in the air this sense of sadness and loss, as though the very soul of this sanctuary has been ripped away. You can see immediately signs of an attack everywhere. There are, you'd notice these bridges, but as you get in and you look closer, you can see that there are some that have been torn down and hanging. You can see there are scorch marks along trees within the sanctuary, and some of the walkways have been completely destroyed and are hanging down onto the ground.
The scorch marks, do they look like they were fire, or do they look more like they were that acid blood from the things?
You would have to get closer to see. Right now, as you like walk in, you're not quite close enough to some of them. They're deeper into the sanctuary. You feel the emptiness of the space, and as you step forward, and Krion, it's almost like he's been holding his breath. You see the two lifeless bodies of two monkeys on the ground, lying amongst the ruins of other broken pieces. Despite the destruction, you still feel also this sense of beauty here. Like, it's quiet, it's serene. There are still vibrant colors of flowers all throughout here. You can see this is where they lived, this is where they played. You can smell all of these exotic fruits and the flowers that are in the area. And you do know that life still thrives here. You can see the rustling of leaves. There are creatures still living, but this is a great tragedy to see. Ayla.
I'm gonna pick up one of the monkey corpses.
You're gonna touch one of them?
I'm just gonna gently pick up the monkey.
Okay. Ayla steps over to one of the corpses. Krion is just standing there, kind of taking it all in.
As I hold the beautiful dead body of the beautiful monkey, I just look around and say, if we find any more, we should bury them.
Is that the custom for these?
I do not know. It seems to be the respectful thing. They will go back to Yamari.
Iolite, you suddenly feel a very strong, as you're standing there looking, it's unusual because normally you get a faint feeling before it's suddenly taking on this deep, like, burning in your chest where your wound is. Suddenly it just hits you there. It is a strong feeling, and as you're looking, it's like a little bit overwhelming. In the moment, your head, almost like it's a quick headache that then subsides, and as you're looking over, you feel yourself pulled towards the other body. And heading over to it, you like gently move it, and underneath you see a small, about fitting in the palm of your hand, iridescent opal shard. Just lying underneath the body of one of the monkeys.
If I look up, has anyone else like noticed it? Like Krion?
Krion is... I'll have you make a stealth check if you're trying to...
I'll bury this monkey.
So you said, is it under the monkey?
You had to... Yeah.
I moved them.
You moved the
Okay.
monkey and there it was.
Stealth. +2, -2, 8.
So much math today.
Krion is looking around, but he's not staring directly at you, but you get the sense that he sees a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm not going to try to hide from him then.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up.
You pick it up and you feel this warmth that just kind of travels up your
wasn't me.
This time it was
I
him.
can't blame
It's
Gerard.
like-
He's not here.
Transferred it to you.
Travels up your
He's not
arm
purring either. We just learned that.
and then like radiates up into your arm, into your chest. A very familiar feeling to when you were at the assembly. They never really, or they stopped early on letting you touch them. Because when you do, there's like this unknown reaction that happens. But also there's this feeling of like it wants to be close to you. And so you pick it up and you hold it and this energy radiates up your arm. I'm going to have you roll.
I'm so sorry. I can't.
So first I'm going to have you roll me a d20.
It's a 2.
And then I'm going to have you roll me a d100.
Do you want the
So
chunk, or
bad.
do you
Yeah.
want the big?
As you holding onto Ayla, holding onto the body of this very thin monkey,
18.
and kind of mourning it in
Oh,
this
geez.
moment, you look and see Iolite. I keep wanting to say Ayla every time. Iolite has picked up something, and you can see this energy that radiates up her arm. And
Picture in her putting a stone in the infinity gauntlet.
Pretty much.
This put a smile on my
and you do feel like a little bit of energy. You can't help but like smile as I will say you gain this ability of, not ability, but if for any spell that requires a saving throw that you cast the next time something requires a saving throw, the target gains advantage. Any spell that you cast that requires a saving throw, the target gains advantage.
They have advantage on their saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
That doesn't sound beneficial.
No.
That sounds like I rolled a 2 on a d20.
So you feel like this possibility that enters you, but then also it leaves you with a little bit of a maybe like sick feeling in your stomach. And I'm gonna have the two of you roll perception checks.
You know what? I might as well just use this.
Okay. Ooh, nat 20. There you go.
Oh shit! Nice. 15.
Okay. Kai, as like so much is going on and you're taking in this this scene, you look up and see this kind of thing.
I'm sorry, that was a 16.
Okay. This
Not
kind of
if it makes a difference or not.
this kind of thing would catch your eye as there's like all these beautiful bright colors, but then across the way there is a tree, and on the tree you see a symbol with a weapon jammed into it. And so you like head over in that direction, and you, as you get closer, see on a tree there is clearly painted in the blood of what is likely the monkeys a circle, and a dagger has been jammed into that circle. This is not like in a moment you would be like, oh, maybe somebody threw a dagger, they lost a dagger, whatever. This is an intentional thing. This stands out from a serene, beautiful place. You can see trinkets kind of lying around. Clearly the monkeys lived here. They played here. They didn't have daggers they jammed into trees.
I think I found something. And so it was just a
It's like
Just a circle.
Yep, just a circle drawn in blood.
Is the dagger in the middle of the circle?
Yes. Are you going over to inspect, Ayla?
Burying my monkey.
Eldon will.
Okay.
And then I'll go over and
That was just such a silly like.
I'm taking out
I just
the
never-
dagger and just.
Your dagger?
I'm taking out the short sword instead and using that to dig.
Krion
a
comes
hole.
over and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, please, allow me. And he'll take his 2 daggers and begin, and just kind of like pushes you away.
You're doing it wrong.
and then Kethra just goes, "Hey, I got it," and molds Earth like immediately digs the hole for you.
Eldon will go over and look at it.
Did I notice that she just infinity gauntleted?
Yeah, you did.
I want to slip the shard into my satchel with my other stones.
Okay.
Would I know what that was?
No.
I didn't know if she had, because she had mentioned something about looking for stones.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, you saw all of this. You wouldn't necessarily know what it was, but your attention is pulled away from her in the moment as you look over and inspect the tree that Kai and Eldon are standing in front of with the symbol etched in it, and you immediately recognize that symbol.
ooh,
It's a symbol of your clan.
a circle with a knife in it?
A circle. The clans of your home, the Bear Flayers, the Sea Hands, the Night Feathers, the Mist Spirits, and the Hallow Moons, all have a symbol that you can easily recognize so that when you're out and about. So for the Bear Flayers, just like a simple kind of bear shape head, anything that you can like write with a finger in the soil. For the Sea Hands, there's a handprint with like waves underneath. For the Night Feathers, a feather with the 4 moons all on the top, and yours as the Hallow Moon is just a circle. And as you look at it, you see this circle with a dagger jammed straight in the middle of it. And it appears to be a message. Very intentional, but also very confusing. And your heart drops a little at seeing it, as it would mean that someone from your clan was here.
I don't say anything, but my eyes go very wide upon looking at it.
I don't know what this symbol means, but if it's here with the monkeys, this could be an even bigger problem. Those creatures don't use weapons. They don't leave signs. Someone else killed the monkeys.
Someone else stole the monkeys as well. And that's where we will end tonight's
Ooh.
session.
Yeah. It's a lot. So many
I
things.
feel like everything happened in this session. There was so much.